It's good to have you with us. You're watching the news with me, Apeksha Srivastava. Let's begin with some breaking news. Now, the Delhi High Court has agreed to hear a plea that seeks admission of the Ukrainian returnee students in Indian colleges. Now, the petitioner has urged the High Court to direct Centre, the Health Ministry and the National Medical Commission to take steps to resume medical education in India for all those who have returned from war-torn Ukraine. Now, the court has agreed to hear the matter on 21st of March.
These students, those who return to India, stare at an uncertain situation. Though there are no norms or regulations to accommodate medical students who were pursuing their studies abroad and had to return to India midway, through this petition, we urged Delhi High Court to persuade Union of India to accommodate these students in Indian colleges and universities as a one-time measure considering the present extraordinary situation. We hope and trust that the Honorable High Court may entertain this petition and grant justice to these students.
Harish joins us live for more on this. Harish, thank you for joining us. Now, clearly the future of 20,000 students we're looking at is absolutely uncertain right now. They've approached the court. What is the kind of help that the students are aiming to achieve here?
Yes, that's right. It's a very significant development as far as the fate of these students are concerned. Now, with the government almost completing the Herculean task of evacuating around 20,000 students from the war-torn country, the focus has in fact clearly shifted to the future of these students and the career of these students and who are staring at an uncertain future. And as the chorus and this chorus is rising to find a methodology as per which these students can be allowed to continue their study. A petition has been filed in the Delhi High Court by NGO Pravasi Legal Cell through its advocate Jose Abraham. It essentially seeks a prayer that these students who have come back from Ukraine be allowed to continue their study, resume their study from the stage where they were forced to discontinue due to the war. It urges this Delhi High Court to issue a direction to the Centre, Health Ministry and National Medical Commission to take steps to enable these students to get admission in various medical colleges in the country so that they can complete their course. Remember, as of now, as per the National Medical Commission rules, only students who have completed their course can come to India and after writing an entrance test are allowed to do internship in the country. But presently, there is no rule which allows students who have come back midway from any foreign country to get admission in the medical colleges in the country. So this petition says that as a one-time measure, considering the fact that there is an extraordinary situation has arisen on humanitarian grounds, upholding the right to life and right to education, which are fundamental rights, these students be allowed to get admission in the colleges in the country and complete their education. This is the primary prayer, and this comes at a time when the sources in the Health Ministry has already told Times Network that they are discussing this issue with the MEA at different levels and hopes for a positive outcome. So what is significant is that Delhi High Court has admitted the Pravasi Legal Cell's petition and has agreed to hear the all-important matter on March 21st. Remember, there is a growing clamor and the chorus is rising as to the future of these students who were forced to come back to India from the war-torn country and at a time when they stare at an uncertain future.
All right, Harish, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. Now, we're also being joined by Dr. Rajesh Parekh from the Jaslok Hospital. Dr. Parekh, thank you so much for joining us here on Mirror Now. Now, clearly, we're talking about not, just a couple of students, but almost 20,000 of them who have, unfortunately, have to leave their course midway and return to India under unfortunate circumstances. How do you think that the government can help them out to save the future of their, to safeguard their careers?
Well, I think we have to see it from all perspectives. We have to not only look at the education of these students, but also look at the medical education of other students who have worked hard, who have earned their seats in the medical colleges. So, without jeopardizing the quality of medical education being imparted to these students who have cleared the NEET, I think the government can look at a solution. But what I do find somewhat astonishing is the rapidity with which cases are being admitted in courts so as to direct the government and the health ministry to do what they would ordinarily do. In my opinion, I think this matter should be outside of the purview of the courts. The health ministry and the government are adequately empowered to take the necessary steps, and I don't think they need to be nudged by legal processes to do what they would do in either ways.
So, while that point is well taken, but like our, reporter was telling us that currently there is no rule that allows, students to finish their course, to actually return midway while they're in another country doing another course. So, the interference that the students right now are seeking from the judiciary is basically either to make it an exception or maybe, work around the method so that their entire future, which is right now at stake, they don't have to lose all of that, and probably a way so that they can, safeguard their entire future that lies ahead of them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we are all concerned about the students and their future. But I think it is for the government to decide. First of all, I don't think that a war is going to go on endlessly forever. We do not know how long the war will go long. I think different branches of the government, whether it's the External Affairs Ministry or the Health Ministry, the Education Ministry, whoever is involved, I think they will work in synergy to determine what is the best step to take. What I did say was a little odd to me is that the court should be interfering in all this. Uh, let the government do what they believe is right, and then if that is not acceptable, of course, this is a free country, and anybody can file a petition against that. But to preemptorily ask the court to tell the government what to do, to my mind, it seems a little strange because these are matters which are best left with the health ministry, which has to look at everything altogether, including, of course, the future of the medical students, but not exclusively at it. So, taking a comprehensive, holistic view of the entire picture, I'm sure the health ministry and the government will take adequate steps without being nudged by unnecessary legal cases.
All right, Dr. Parekh, the point is well taken. Thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast.
You're welcome. Thank you.